Good afternoon, everyone. Did anyone get an email today? Thank you very much. All right. My email is matt@rogerscott.com. I'll go ahead and type it in the chat for you. All right. Yep. Mm-hmm. I do.
Oh, there we go. Going down. Oh, there's my bell. My VWAP bell there. Good morning, everybody. Let me open up, or not open up. Let me say hello to everybody on YouTube real quick, and then I'll just come right back in here. Did you stop out, Matt, or are you still in?
Oh, we're still in at the moment.
All right, all right. Just asking. Okay, here we go. And then let's put this. There we go. Perfect. We got Kathy, we got Kevin, we got Mary, Jody. Um, Mary, you're already on YouTube. She says, "Do I need to leave this site and go to YouTube?" You're already on YouTube, Mary. James, Kathy, Kathy, you guys are on YouTube. What you need to do later on is go into the Zoom room. You're both on YouTube right now, asking me if you should go to YouTube. I think you mean Zoom. Zoom. Devin, Mike, Robert, Kathy, James, Mary. Yeah, and Matt just posted the link. You don't have to do it now. You could do it later, but just FYI. Now let me say hello to everybody here, and we'll get going. We got Shannon. We got Bodine. Ooh, Bodine. I hope it's all good stuff. Well, losing job. I don't know. I hope it's gonna. Usually changes are good.
Your camera's off.
Oh, my camera is off. How dare I? Oh, does anybody still want to see my mug? All right. All right. Good. Steve, good to see you. Moondog is in the house. DJ, Ken, Brendan, Jill. Good morning, Jill. We got Marlo. We got no, Mary. You're on Zoom. You're on Zoom. It's kind of funny. People who are on Zoom think they're on YouTube, and people who are on Zoom. It's and I always say the two backwards, so I'm as guilty as everybody else. Hey, Eduardo, Bodine, Abel, or no, Abe. Abe. Sorry about that, Abe. You can call me brother. You can call me anything you want, Ira. Just don't call me any dirty names. Hey, Gus, how are you? D2. Hey, Mary. Hey, Don. Hey, Mike. John. iPhone. Nashville. Nashville. That's one place that's I've always wanted to visit. My son goes to he goes to the mountains there. He's been already twice. I think it's called Gatensburg. He
Gatlinburg?
Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah, he loves it. He can't get enough of it. Don, Bob, Jason. Yeah, you could see me now, Jason. Don't know if that's a great thing or not, but you could definitely see me. David, Michael, Christopher, Bill, W. Moore, Eduardo, John, Mary, Ira, Mike. We got Flying Ronin, Catherine. How are you? Got a lot of people coming in here. Give me just another minute and we'll be starting out. We're going to have another training session today. Going to be educational today. How do you know if you're on Zoom or YouTube? Well, you're on Zoom, user. You're on Zoom. You're on Zoom. You had to open up the Zoom app to get here. You're not on a web browser that says YouTube on top. That's usually a good way. Here's how YouTube, well, let me share the screen. Here's how YouTube looks. Let me show you. It says YouTube right here. See that? It says YouTube right there. This is what the YouTube looks like. You guys are not there. You guys are on Zoom. Okay, Richard, hello there. Cyrus, oil stocks. Oil stocks should, well, depends on what kind of oil stocks. Like Chevron, those type of stocks should be going up if oil goes down. Stacy, Scuba Chris. Don't call me over and out. Brendan, John, how are you? Kirk, Ivano, Brendan, Cyrus, Christopher, Bodine, Josh, Robert, and I'm probably missing half of you. I'm just quickly going through this, okay? Susie, is it Cheon? Keon? Cheon. Cheon. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I am so bad with pronouncing names. Hey, Ifkata, how are you? The chain, is it Shane? Shane? I give up. I'm terrible. Michael, I'm doing well. Let me you guys could see my screen already. What am I talking about here? Okay. So I'm going to talk about day trading today. I want to give you guys another lesson, okay? And I wanted to show you something. Actually, and this is really important, and I'm glad I'm going to get a chance to show it to you. Remember how I always tell you guys how you should always start. You should always start. Always, always, always. Oh, all these stocks I set alerts on. Look at this. All these stocks I set alerts on are getting hit. Roblox, Rocket Lab, Coin. They all hit the VWAP. Well, you're gonna have to switch to Zoom anyway, Zoom user. I think there's no delay in Zoom, but it's up to you. It's whatever works for you. Okay, but I want to show you guys something. Oh yeah, write these down. I'm gonna give you a list of my favorite stocks right now to the upside and downside. You guys want to write them down? Who wants my favorite stocks to the upside and downside right now? Let me know. Going once, going twice. Okay. All right. Where's all of a sudden YouTube disappeared? Where's my YouTube? Hold on. Let me get my YouTube back. Oh, there's my YouTube. Okay. I want to make sure people in YouTube can yeah, near Knoxville. Oh, Knoxville, not Nashville. No, no, no. Tennessee. Somebody who said Tennessee. I didn't say anything about Nashville. I said Tennessee. Yeah, I didn't say anything about Nashville versus Knoxville, Phil. I just said when I saw the word Tennessee, I just said that's what I was saying. All right, to the short side, VKTX. Well, I'm just going to say them real quickly. I'm going to just really quickly say them. VKTX, DEC, ENPH. That's VKTX, DEC. Also, dash Crocs. Crocs, DEC. Don't go double dipping, okay? Crocs, DEC. Shoes coming off. Enphase, ENPH. That's the short list. The long list, Tesla, VRNA, And I'm sure somebody's going to be nice enough to write them down. I will, Kathy. I'll talk about the spy and all that in a few minutes, but let me first give you this, get this off my chest. Tesla, VRNA, NEM, RKLB, Cisco, Coin, RTKX, and the one we took in the pit. Okay? I'm well, Art. Thank you for asking. Hey, guys, the room is open. You can post for everybody. Post for everybody now. Now. So there's a lesson here. I want to show you something. And I talked about it this morning. Yeah, I know it's fast, Kevin, but I'm sure somebody else somebody will repeat it here. Somebody will be nice enough to repeat it here. Okay. And you can always rewind it on YouTube. Here's the link to YouTube. You can always rewind it. Here it is. There it is. See, somebody, Brendan, Brendan, you got it, but you posted it to me, but I'll post it to everybody. Post it. You got to repost that to everybody. Here, I'll do it. There you go. A lot of complainers here. Troublemakers and complainers, I tell you. That's okay, Brendan. Thank you so much, Brendan. I appreciate you doing that. Brendan, you've been here for years, haven't you? Yeah, look at Crocs, how it's breaking down. And you could see how Deck is doing the same thing. One to a customer. June 2020. Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. Okay, now let's talk about stocks. Let's talk about the market. Now, look, I want to show you guys this. I have a cursor right here. I'm going to do a magic trick. I'm going to be pointing to things here, but things here are going to be lighting up. Notice where those things light up on this chart as I point on this chart. So once again, I'm going to be doing shenanigans on the left side right here. See, I'm moving my cursor really fast to get your attention. See that? I'm highlighting things. I'm not doing anything yet. And then here you have the 5-minute chart. I want you to see when I'm doing here, see how this lights up? Pay attention here when I do stuff here. So look at the 8-day EMA. That's it. Look where that is. Look, do you see where that is? It's right here. Right here. So I'm going to do it again. See that? It's do you see that area on the right? The dotted horizontal line that was on right here. And what happened when we got up here? What happened when we got up here? Look on the right side. What happened when we got to the 597.5 level? We broke down. We started moving back down. Do you see why I use these levels? We backed off. As soon as we came here, we backed off. We didn't bounce. We backed off. Now, we bounced below the VWAP. Matt went long right here at the VWAP. So just to show you, to give you a little illustration, a few things. So we took a short right here. Why did I take a short here? Well, I told Matt, you should take a short here, and he listened to me immediately. He didn't procrastinate, and that was simply for the fact that we were reaching this level, and on a daily chart, we were reaching this level, and it didn't look like it was holding. So I was literally giving day trading. I wasn't giving any signals. Matt's doing the signals there, but I was literally like my bus was being driven by the daily chart. Is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Now, and then to add to that, Matt went long over here, right off the VWAP, which is fine. Not because of this arrow, because of the VWAP. But we did have a nice reversal and a VWAP. Usually the first, second VWAP holds pretty good, but it didn't hold this time. We went lower, but there's not much momentum here, and this looks like it's about to turn. So Matt is still holding on to this. Please say something if I miss, or go ahead, Matt.
No, one extra thing I was
Please.
actually about to post in the pit. Let me share my screen real quick.
Not in the pit, in the
in
trading zone.
Yeah.
Oh,
if you look at the volume profile, you'll notice we're holding right at the value area low, which is a good support spot. So for us to break, we already broke into it. For us to break out of it, we need a lot of volume. Otherwise, price is going to revert back towards the high volume nodes.
To the mean.
Right.
Yeah. I haven't taught them. I haven't taught them. You know, Matt, you got to speak up. They could barely hear you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my note,
Say
my
the say.
notebook.
Yeah.
I'll
Say the
say it
say.
again.
Yes. The say. Let me turn my volume down so they don't hear me twice. But just repeat what you just said again.
Yeah. So price action broke into the value area, which is between 602 and 595. We broke in there this morning. We are holding the level right here, 595.55. We're holding this level of support really, really well. In order for price to move out of the value area, we need a lot of volume to push us through. And we're not getting it, and we're holding it really well. So unless we break down lower, odds are we're going to revert to the mean back up towards our VPOC or
The value, the
value
average.
point of control. Yeah.
Yeah. The value.
And the VWAP.
I
It's also
haven't
there.
had the volume profiles trading session with them yet. I talked to them briefly about it, Matt, when we had one of those classes, but I
Yeah.
haven't did the whole thing yet. All right. So that's the reason for the trades. Volume profile, David, is 5 minutes. All right. Let me share my screen. I already was sharing my screen. So I want to show you guys something. And
You
this
got to
is
reshare, though.
Hmm?
You have to reshare your screen.
Yeah, let me reshare my screen. You took my
I did. I
screen
took it
away
away.
from me. So this is the chart. Okay, now this is actually a really good example today. Today's I don't know how it happened because Murphy's law never fails me, but so I want to make sure you guys understand something. Okay, so let me ask you something. No, Jeremiah, it shouldn't even be. It has nothing to do with AZP. It has everything to do with that sheet. That sheet we give you with the AZP. We're going to update it, Matt, this week, right? You're going to put that little volume profile in it for them. I want them to have it too, okay?
In
that bonus sheet we give them with AZP.
Yeah,
the internals sheet.
Yeah, it's in there. It's in there. It's in there separately. I separated them.
Oh,
But it's
okay.
in there.
You gave it to them already.
Yeah, they have it.
Why are we having this conversation? Jeremiah, please. All right. So let me teach, please. Asking me for things we already gave you. Curses. All right. I'm just giving you a hard time. Okay, so it's hard for me to imagine that this set up exactly how I wanted it to as I was going to give this example. I mean, like, I would think it would be the opposite, but here we are. So I want you to look at this price action, okay? I want you to look at this price action. Okay. What did the market do this morning? What did the market do this morning? It rallied pretty hard. Right? It had a nice little, it shot up pretty good. Okay. We're all saying the same thing. And then what did the market do the second half, the second part of the day? See, I didn't say if I was going to ask you a trick question. Okay. Now, based on what you're saying, and it's too late to change your answers. I'm locking you all in. You're pretty much saying the same. Here's how I interpreted your answer: that the market pretty much went up and kind of erased most of it by midday. Am I understanding it correctly? Don't get detailed with me. Just general. Okay, all right. So we understand each other completely, but I don't agree with that. So I want to show you guys something, and this is where your eyes have to become very, very important. And now, usually, I have to scroll and do a lot of fancy schmancy looking for this, but not today. Maybe today will be my day. God, please make this a nice day. We bombed Iraq. The markets are not down. Let this be a nice day. I don't want to get nobody send me any nasty questions or emails or any nonsense. Let this be a nice day. All right. Notice I'm not even trying to make money. I'm just trying to have a good day. All right. So, folks, trust me. Iran, not Iraq. I was saying that same thing during dinner last night, and my mom and my dad, we were all saying the same thing. So, see, In your mind, you're thinking that this and this are the same, but they are not the same. This is exactly what you all said it was. A nice, clear, ba-boom, ba-bomb, a rocket ship, up. I agree with all of that 100%. But to me, this is not the same. Take a look at this closely. Notice the size of these candles. Notice most of them do not overlap. That looks like a real move. This, to me, looks like a much more random, especially this right here, looks like a much more sheepish and random move. Now, there's no law that says it can't increase. There's no law that says it can't propel higher. There's no law that says that these bars can't become non-random. But I'm telling you, and a lot of you, I get into arguments, not with a lot of you, with one guy in particular. He likes to teach me things. But you see this right here? This is a real move right here. This is where institutions actually are making a move. This is more sheepish, more indecisive overlap. See how the candles overlap each other? The big clues, the biggest clues is not the slope. It's the overlap. It's called a drift. So if you were wise to my shenanigans, and yes, I was setting you all up and I was leading all of you and all that, but who cares? We're having fun here. We're all friends. My point is, it's not really whether the market's really bullish or not. It's really not really that bullish. It's just kind of, it's up 0.2. It's not doing anything. It's more like not going down. And by the way, I want to be clear on something. I've been using the term "this market wants to go higher." This market wants to go higher. Let me rephrase what I mean by that, okay? What I mean is the market seems resilient to all the crap that's been going on in the world. Not the market wants to go up to the moon from here. That it's holding on. The ship is holding on really well. In the last few days, that's kind of where I'm going with the market's the market doesn't want to go down. The market is resilient. The market wants to go up. I just want to make sure you guys understand what I'm saying. I don't want to get emails saying you said the market's going to go up, and no. I mean, it's got that resilience. We've been getting more and more negative news, and the market's been just kind of sitting, just kind of sitting there, not really going. So I just want to make sure we're all on the same page, okay? But folks, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. If there's one thing I could teach you that's a lot more important than a lot of the other things you guys think about is price action. And the difference between this price action and this price action right here. This is very much cautious back and forth, not much directional bias. Let's just offset a little bit. Now, again, remember what I said a few minutes ago. It can increase. It could do anything. But we're talking about right now. What is this right now? What is this turning into right now? What kind of market is this right now? Okay? So don't treat this and this equally because they are not. Now, on that note, do you see this move right here? This move? That is a lot more meaningful than this. It's starting to look a little better right now to the downside. But this, you see the size of these candles? See how one starts when at the bottom of another one? It's got a little overlap, but then what happens? It hits back again hard. So this move here is a lot more like this move here. Okay? And this move here, and again, it's picking up steam right now. But again, we've been on this topic for almost 10 minutes now. This right here is not a... so when you're looking at a move, don't just look at the slope of the move. Look at the actual... Look to see, are the candles... is there just one big candle and the rest are just all like this? Like one big candle and they're all like this? Or are the candles... there's not a lot of overlap. And notice here, there's not a lot of overlap on the big candles. Notice what I'm saying is when they hit, you don't have the little candles coming up here to the middle, erasing half of the move. They just kind of start off. And then here, you have another baby move, and even baby move, they're kind of going down. And then you have another big move. And then look, they try to go to the halfway point, but mostly this is wicks. The tails don't even come back. I mean, the tails, the wicks themselves don't come to about a third. And look, this pullback here, where does it come? To the VWAP and to the middle. My point is that this is real price-driven data. Right now, in the last 10 minutes, we've started seeing real price-driven data. See how this doesn't come up here? It starts back there, how it's moving directionally. That's price-driven data. Look at the tick. I think some news must have come out or something.
Yeah, I was posting it.
I don't know what you're doing right now. I hope you got out of that trade.
We did.
Okay.
A dollar ago.
Good.
Trump is headed to the Situation Room. U.S. jets are scrambling over Saudi Arabia. So
it's more Middle East drama.
Yeah, imminent threat of Iranian strikes on U.S. bases in Qatar.
Yeah, well, there you go. So look at tick. We just below 700. Remember my threshold 700? And what happened when the tick went below 700? We started getting directional buying here. Okay? So look, this morning, look at the tick. We opened up and look at the tick. It climbs to 750, right? Price is pretty directional. But once it starts falling off that level, what happens to price? It becomes very Now it's becoming directional again. It's not the direction we want to see, but tick below 700 usually equals real price action. This is real price action. This is not real price action. And you know what's sad? You know what's really, really sad? Some of you have been trading for 10, 20 years and you've never been taught this. The basics of reading price action, that a move like this is not the same thing as a move like this. I'm just illustrating that when tick moves, when it broke this level, this like 750 level, it starts coming down. That's what I'm trying to say. Do you guys understand now? And this is a perfect, beautiful example. This is all 5 minutes. This price action is not the same thing as this price action. This price action is much more similar to this price action. This price action is very meaningful. This price action is actually meaningful. This price action, but Roger, it's going down. No, it's not. This is nonsense. This is a move. This is not a move. Sylvia, what does this have to do with what we're talking about right now? Let's focus on the topic at hand. And I never said anything about setting the resetting the VWAP. Quarterly VWAP is called the AVWAP. It's not the VWAP. And I'm doing a day trading class. So what your request will do is confuse people into thinking we're switching to VWAP, but the VWAP never switches. It goes back here. So I want you guys to understand the difference between seeing random price action. This is random price action, and this is non-random price action. 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 This is random price action. You can't make decisions when you see this. But Roger, it's going down. All my indicators, all my technical indicators are following it, right? Your indicators don't know if it's real price action or not. Your eyes do. Roger, is there an indicator for that? Nope. Nope. You know what the best indicator for that is? Your eyes and experience. Thanks, Zoom user. And look, I'm not charging you anything either for it. See, this is meaningful price action. This is kakapupu. The slope doesn't mean anything. Look how on top of each other they are all at. And they're not big. This is sheepish price action. This is real price action. You would be amazed at how many people do not know or never heard of the lesson that I just taught. It's sad, but it's true. Okay. So please understand that. Now, I want to talk a little bit about solos. Okay. I want to talk a little bit about solos. Are you going short, Matt? Or are you waiting for a bounce?
I'm not doing anything right now. I'm gonna
Okay.
let this
Oh, it's
situation,
this is news driven, right?
yeah,
How can I forget?
resolve itself.
All right. You need, and folks, unfortunately, there's no shortcut to this because you see, your technical indicator doesn't have any idea whether price is doing this or price is doing this because it's all based on price action, and price action alone will not tell you that. Okay. So now I want to talk about solo candles. If you see price action, if you see price action, um, if you see price action being very, very choppy intraday like this, okay? Be wary of single bars. Single bars. Now, typically in the morning, this is different. This is news driven right now, this price action. This is Trump driven, literally Trump driven. He's talking right now about the Middle East. So, the conclusion, why does this matter? Because when you see price action like this, you don't want to fade it. When you see price action like this, you don't want to fade it. When you see crap like this, it doesn't mean anything. Even though all your indicators are telling you it's meaningful, your eyes, you need your eyes to be able to tell if price action is purposeful and meaningful or nothing. Why did I tell you right here, hey, we're starting to move into real price action? The eyes. Okay. This has a much higher chance of seeing sustainability versus this crap right here. Okay. Do you guys understand what I'm saying right now? Do you guys get what I'm saying right now? I want to make sure you guys understand it before I move on. Okay. Now, when you look, and I covered this yesterday, I covered the tick and what it does. If you, yes, Bodine, bigger bars without overlap, volume is nice too, although it's not always necessary, but nice to have that too. Where's my, something just alerted me. DeVold gives you more directional bias. This is definitely directional bias. And, but you see, when Vold was around here, you got a little overlap here, not a lot of stuff here. But this is real. This is real price action. But look at this. Look at Tick. See, it's staying on the gas pedal. It's going. It's not coming here and then coming right back up here. It's maintaining this. It's maintaining that. That's selling pressure. Look at advanced decline line. I mean, this not much here. Look. VIX just made a daily high. Middle East drama. Remember what I said? There's two things unforeseeable: acts of war, acts of God. You should write that down. You can't foresee acts of war, acts of God. Two things. Two things. Okay. Okay. So this is a really good example of random. I mean, I couldn't have given you a better example of random versus non-random price action. Now, the second lesson I want to give you, always pay attention to daily highs and daily lows. Why is that? Because a lot of the times you'll find support or at least a bounce near those levels. Okay? See right here, 599. And on the bottom right here, somewhere right around almost at the current level, almost, not quite yet, almost at the current level. Somewhere around this area right here, right? Around 593. Let me see what's on the 5 minute there, real quick. 1 second. So we're below the 15. We still haven't broken yet. Yeah, and this is a high volume bar. There's a lot of support here. There's a lot of support here. See where that line is on the right-hand side, 593? That's where that level is. Yeah, you actually have a good amount of support here. Let's see if this breaks or if it holds. Okay. Good for you, Cyrus. Good for you. Yeah, so VWAPs, high previous days highs and lows are great, great levels. And that level, I mean, it's not going to be exact, but they offer, if I wasn't doing this class right now, I would draw a line around here. And I would say there's a good chance we're going to. So let me show you something. This is what you need to know around highs and lows. I'm so glad we have volatility today. I can actually not falling, market's not falling asleep here. And remember, this is all news driven, so I wouldn't put much value into this. This was the 8-day EMA right here, right? Right around this area right here. And here we're right near the low, right? So usually one of two things can happen. Break down, you do this. Or see that? You come down, you come back up to that area, the breakdown area, and then you do, and it comes right back down. Or alternatively, it comes right back into this pocket right here. So let me give you the other scenario. Scenario one, right? And scenario two. And here, same thing. You either revert or you break, you come back, and then you go down. Good for you, Kirk. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? That's how you work with highs and lows, daily highs and lows. You put your thing at the high and the low. That's how you day trade highs and lows. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Does everybody, I want to make sure you guys understand what I'm saying. Let's see, YouTube, got 84 people there. We have 541 here. Yeah, that's why I'm saying you got to wait for it to break lower and then start coming back. Usually trap traders right here, Penny. Look. You trap traders here and then you come back, or you break down, you continue breaking down, and then you come back, test this area, the breakdown level, and then you come down from there. Exactly, Danny. Ira, I don't even know what C is anymore. All right. But again, and you want me to go through it again here? Here you go. Look. Here's a link to the YouTube channel. Just rewind it 5 minutes. Right there. Okay. All right. Now, oh, that looks like a pin bar right there. That looks like a pin bar. See this? And we'll talk about what pin bars are. I'll do a class in a little bit, a scripted class. Now, assuming it closes up here, I don't know where this is going to close, but that looks like a pin bar. That's what I was saying, how it can trap the lows right here. So you got the low right here, right? Trap price action here and put the stops, or there's a lot of stops here. So they get stopped out, they get shaken out, and price reverts back higher. Joanne, it's called Trader Exchange. Joanne, Trader Exchange. You're welcome. See you later, Richard. Have a good one. Let's see if this closes right here. If this closes right here and then starts trading higher, you have a reversal bar. And also that means you get an arrow on Pro Trader dashboard to go long.
We may have just lost YouTube temporarily.
We might have what?
We might have lost YouTube temporarily.
To who?
We may have lost our stream on YouTube temporarily.
Why do you say that?
Because it was showing me preparing to live stream on icon, which usually means it.
Oh, well, mine's still on.
Yeah.
I'm wondering. Mine's still on. See if we lost it or not, because mine's still on.
Looks like it's back on. So
yeah, it looks good. Looks good. So again, yeah, Zoom is fine. Zoom is fine. You don't have to worry about that. So again, you see how Alpha Zone Pro just got a signal? Okay. So We're watching the reversal and we want momentum to start coming up. Or we want a ping bar. That's a ping bar. Now, are we going to come above that? Now you have your entry right there. There's your ping bar. There's your ping bar. And your stop loss is right at the low here. Now, there's a lot of volatility here. You got to be really careful here. So if you were to watch this on the big screen, now, would I take this trade right now? I would be very careful. Why? Because Volt is making a new low. So I would be very, very, very cautious. Zoom user, I don't have a book with this info. Okay, there we go. We have a reversal high. We have the bar. We have our levels. And we're going long right there. And we're going above the high. Now, our profit target is right here. 590, 590, what is it? 594.91. You could see the upper part of that air, the upper part of the cloud right there. And look at how, so far, look how well it respected the low. Look at how well, look at where we got the signal on the high. And look at that. Look at that. It's moving higher. How is it looking on our price chart? Let's look real quick. Pin bar right there. There's your pin bar. There's your reversal bar. We're trading above this level. And it's moving higher. Now, if I was trading this with real money right now, I wouldn't be messing around. I'd probably already start looking at profits. But that's a real live trade that you guys could have taken and made money on, or potentially still making money on. I'll probably get out of half profit and probably put my stop loss at break even right now. But to show you something interesting, and we'll kind of look at a few things, right? We're going to look at HES, just EM. What am I doing? ES. Fusing ticker symbol. Did we have a high volume bar or something? Nope, there we go. Okay, so here's E-minis, right? Here's E-minis. We're now switched to E-minis. So we would have gotten in somewhere around 608, 609, and we're right now at 615, 616, okay? So here's your stop loss, and there's your profit target, and there's your VWAP. The VWAP happens to be right at your profit target, which is a great sign. So do you guys see, here's the low that we picked today, and here's the high that we picked, that the system picked today, and here's the low that the system picked today. Do you guys think that this thing has a pretty darn good accuracy? What do you guys think? We didn't script this. I wasn't planning for this to happen. It just is. There's the low, and there's the high, and we're almost stopped. We're almost done with our profit target. Dave can't hear me? Why can't you hear me, Dave? We got volume. Everybody else can hear me. Danny says very precise. Brendan says sounds good. The VWAP is right here. There we go. Boom. So you would have gotten in right around, what did I say? Right around here somewhere, 608, 620. It's 12 points, 12 times 5. That's $70 per contract, and your margin for that would have been $40. That's pretty. Do you know any other tool that allows you to pick E-minis or SPY with this level, So you see how I just switched, Kara, I don't know if you're here. You were asking me about E-minis. So I'm showing E-minis right now. I don't know if she's here or not, but, and hey, Bob, how are you? You can see right here, we hit this level. You can't believe my ears? Why not? What's there not to believe, Kirk? We got the arrow. It was a 20 high low. By the way, do you remember me telling you a few minutes earlier that we're either going to break down from this level or we're going to reverse right before it happened? Do you guys remember that? Do you remember my Picasso drawings? All of this has been happening in real time. I've walked you through this scenario literally in real time. No, yes, anything? Are people like shocked, or do they just don't care anymore? Look, we literally got in and we literally look at how accurate the exit was. Look at it, the exit was right here when one tick above that. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And that's a real demo in real time. Okay. I agree with you, Carlos. And now we have, you heard the cowbells? That's a reversal of momentum. Momentum is now increasing. So let's say you still have a runner on. There's no reason to get out because momentum is telling us that the market may be going higher from here. Jason said made 25% on the SPY calls. There you go. So folks wanted me to do something in real time, like in literally in real time. So I showed you today how I drew this picture for you. Let me see if I could still find it. You know how these Picassos get. Oh, there we go. There's my Picasso. See, I drew it for you right here with an up arrow, and I said we're either gonna right here. I said so. Summary. I drew this arrow. I said we're either going to break down, come up here and break down more, or we're going to reverse and come back up. Just like I said here, here's the level. We're either going to get above here and come down, or we're going to come back here, test this, and come back up. Well, guess what happened? We didn't have scenario one, but we had scenario two. And what happened right when we came to this level? Well, let's take a look. When we came to this level, we happened to be right at the high of this level. We came all the way here. We came there. We got a signal on the Pro Trader on the Alpha Zone Pro, literally at the bottom. And then when we got to our profit, momentum was still picking up. We got our cowbells, tring, tring, tring. And I told you, you don't need to liquidate your position yet because momentum just now is turning positive. So you could still hold on to your position because momentum is only now favoring us. It's confirming the move. So technically, you could still hold this position up to here if you wanted to. Remember I said put your stop loss at break even, hold the rest? Let me ask you guys a question. I've been walking through this position now for 30 minutes or so. Has anything happened that I did not say in advance, or that anything happened off, or that anything happened oddly? And look, you could trade this with the E-mini, or you could trade this with the SPY. There's the SPY. See, there's the SPY. Here's the E-mini. Hold on one second. One second, guys. And Ed made $1,200 in 10 minutes. Yes. Melvin made $700 since I started talking. Ah, I see. You guys I see what you guys are doing. All right. I see how you guys operate. Thanks, Bill. Ira made $2,000. So, so here we were. Here, let's go back to our mini, and there it is. See how I'm switching from SPY to E-mini, and look, see now momentum is still moving up, but I'd be cautious here because this is the VWAP is resisting. The VWAP is doing its job. I'm going to talk about what tool this is, AJS Comp, in just a few minutes, but it's AZP. And remember, the Master Blaster disaster is still here. Okay? All right. So, Kaya made 22% on SPY, sold quick, but afraid to lose. Don't be afraid to lose, Kaya. If you're afraid to lose, you're going to be afraid to make. But that's okay. You played it okay, especially in this crazy market. Ivano made money. We should call this the Uncle Roger come and make money show. All right. Now, folks, folks who are in YouTube, I know you guys like it there. I know it's warm and fuzzy, but you need to start coming into the room. I'm going to be cutting off YouTube in just a few minutes. Matt is going to post a link for you. If you don't have a link in the chat, you're already in Zoom and there's no place for you to go. So here's what I'm going to say. I'm talking to you. Do you see that? Me saying I'm talking to you? And Matt, can you post the link?
Got it.
Thank you, please, sir. Come and make money and not charge anything. I protest. Please start going into the into the Zoom room. I mean, the Zoom room, yes. Please come into. Omar says AZP is amazing. It helps me fund my swing trading trades. There you go. See, momentum is not turning positive. It's still negative. It's still moving down. So I would be cautious here. I want to see the lines start coming up like this. See? Up. See how they're still negative? I want them above the 50th percentile, which is right here. Then they'll turn positive. It's moving in the right direction. It's definitely moving in the right direction. But I want this to be I want to see this start getting into the positive territory pretty soon. But look at that. We called this baby perfectly. Yeah, I'd be. I mean, with a very small size and with a stop loss right here at break even. But let me show you an example. David says made 42% on the runner. I'll talk about what indicator this is in just a few minutes, Daniel. Folks who are on YouTube, please come into the Zoom room. I'm going to cut it off in about 30 seconds. So look. Let's just hypothetically take this. You would have taken it at 610, and right now we went as high as 630. So that's 20 points. $5 a point, $100. How about this one? This one, take the MOA and just do the E-mini. That's $1,000 a point. It's not bad. It's pretty good, right? And look, do you see how they look exactly the same? See how I'm switching between them? There's MES. There's ES. See how they look exactly the same? See how the SPY looks exactly the same? It's just the numbers now are 3 digits instead of 4 digits, and now you have to trade the option. But it's exactly the same. There's no difference. The price action is identical. Look, this is the SPY, and this is ES. Look. Is it not identical, or is it identical? See, Hopium took an option at 294, got out at 385. It's 99% correlated. All right, folks who are in YouTube, I'm going to call it in about 30 seconds. Please come into the room, okay? Please come into the Zoom room. Do that right now. I need you to come in there right now. All right, now, a lot of folks here are asking me what this is, what this program is, what I'm showing you. This is called Alpha Zone Pro. Okay, that's what this is called, Alpha Zone Pro. And in a few seconds, I'm going to take you through it. Now, I think we have a few spots left at that price, and then we close down.